Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. Then there's Moody. Then there's Stephen Curry and Richard. Greg, how about this matchup we have here tonight? Two teams that really like to shoot the three.
It's going to be a shootout, Kevin. Something we see more and more of in today's NBA. I think whichever team makes more threes wins this one.
And he quickly picks up his first foul. That's something to be aware of.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. So the wing on the left, just 4 to shoot. Takes a 3. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. And now, Hallie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Our first topic of conversation, of course, facing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He told me SGA is so hard to game plan for. He has incredible length for a point. He's too big for a guard, too quick for a wing. We have our work cut out for us. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
They just committed too many mistakes. It was impossible to overcome.
Now here's Curry after the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
Holmgren against Butler. A 3-ball connects from three-point range.
And Butler has shown you he is very comfortable in those situations. The shot clock winding down and the pressure building.
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player. And the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
And here is Curry after the three-pointer from Chet Holmgren. Here's Curry. The teardrop falls in.
Wow, nobody has a softer touch than this guy. Beautiful floater by Curry.
And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Outside, Dort. Williams kicks to Holmgren. Outside, SGA. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Well, we continue to see SGA putting in that work on extending his range. He knows how important that is.
Butler on the wing. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Williams with the ball. Butler covering. Williams kicks to Holmgren. Pass to Hartenstein. 6 to shoot. SGA passes to Hartenstein. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Warriors trail by 6. Curry with it. Last time out, he had 14 points. Got a piece of it. At the top of the key, Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Hartenstein with the screen for SGA. Shot clock at 2. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, that could take him off the floor. Not what he wanted right there. 2 fouls in the first quarter.
Cason Wallace, he's checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Here's Hartenstein, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Pass to Moody. Down low. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Here's Wallace. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Moses Moody. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And their ball pressure has been a major story in this one. Their ability to create turnovers and then turn that into offense. What a huge difference that has made.
A shot by Podziemski, no good. Here's Oklahoma City. They're on a 14-5 run here. And that one drops for them.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Warriors trail by 11. Pass to Podziemski. To the paint. Here's Kuminga. Good on the shot.
And that's really where Kuminga likes to operate, 15 feet and in.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He had 37 points last game out. And we see Brandon Podziemski. He's been a valuable player, Tim, since his first day in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, he's just the type of guy every team could use. He's a winner, high IQ, a hustle player who connects the game, and he can hit shots from deep.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
And so far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the Warriors pick up 3. Inside, it's stolen by Green. And here's the break. Here's Kuminga. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Here's Hartenstein. He's got 6. Outside, SGA. Just 5 on the clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Green with a screen on Holmgren. Outside, Green. There's the triple. Thunder with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
This has been that rare night where they got pretty much anything they wanted offensively.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And some changes here for the Warriors. Quinton Post is checked in for Green. Horford comes in for Moody. And it's Buddy Hield in for Stephen Curry. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Wiggins is checked in. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. Holmgren, he's checked in for the Thunder. Mitchell comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Post. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston. To the inside. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. Number 1, the Thunder.
And defensively, they have really set the tone lately, preventing teams from getting into any kind of rhythm against them.
Hield, the shot's good on the assist by Horford.
And I like seeing Hield take advantage of that mid-range area. appearing confident in taking that shot.
Holmgren right side. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Holmgren's got 5 points so far.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
Well-timed play there, and that's Horford at his finest. Smooth roll, aggressive finish.
The Thunder leading by 10. Wallace with a screen for Mitchell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Tim, the Thunder with an MVP in SGA, an all-star in Jalen Williams. Man, this is one deep team.
Well, they may not have the top-tier star power of some other teams, but if they keep playing like this, they will become household names.
Williams, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
To the middle. And Kuminga throws it down.
Man, it's like he's jumping off a trampoline. Kuminga that time going high for the jam.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Oklahoma City. 11-point game. Wiggins outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at the Thunder. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, the Warriors, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And for the Warriors, they haven't packed any big surprises into the early part of this season. They're right in the middle of the NBA's pecking order.
And this is just about where I thought they'd be. The truth is, to get to the next level for this team, they're probably going to need to make a big trade at some point.
Now Mitchell, following the miss by Jonathan Kuminga from deep. Holmgren wide open. And the 3 off target. Warriors trail by 11. Now Hield. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Horford with a screen on Wallace. Hield from outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Oklahoma City. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
You give any team this many second chance opportunities, it's going to put you in control.
So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Alex Caruso. Aaron Wiggins is out there with Holmgren. Then there's Cason Wallace. And it's Mitchell in at the point. And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is such a hard stat category to predict year over year. You can have a year where you're just on fire, racking up a steal or 2 per game. And then other years, it just doesn't work that way. Doesn't mean he's a non-factor on defense. He helps his teams in other ways.
Both shots good from the stripe. So, Tim, when you look at the current landscape of the NBA, the talent level seems to be at an all-time high.
Well, Kevin, there are more high-level shot makers in this league than ever before as guys continue to add shooting range and creativity with their handle.
And they got to be always evolving, right? I mean, you cannot rest on what you've done.
Well, the league now emphasizes high-level shot making more than they ever have. And in the era of the three-point shot in particular, it's crucial that you add that to your game.
Absolutely. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Butler. Nice defense from Wallace.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Makes it off the glass. Wallace has got 7 points.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Now here is Horford. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. In the paint, Butler.
The defense has to make it tougher for Butler. Can't give him that.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot. The Warriors at last season's trade deadline swinging the deal for Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry said him signing an extension is big. He's committed for this run. It creates expectations, which I love. We all thrive off of that energy and that kind of environment. We are up for the challenge. Kevin?
They're clearly all in. Allie, we thank you very much. Now here's Butler. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Here's Wallace. It's a 13-point game. Mitchell passes to Holmgren. Back to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Pass to Podziemski. And Kuminga throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Now, here's Mitchell. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Over in the corner, Dort. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Back to Butler. Horford sets a screen for Butler. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Here's Wallace. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And here are the Warriors now, trailing by 13. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. Knocked away and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Tim, you talk about a player with quick hands. That's Cason Wallace.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not just the hands that make him a threat on D. It's his lateral quickness, anticipation, and positioning. He just has that sixth sense about where the ball is going next.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Williams is checked in. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Kuminga with a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land. Kuminga's got 9 points.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Mitchell finds Holmgren. Outside Williams. Wiggins, a screen on Kuminga. 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. And Wiggins gets it to go on the assist from Williams. And the Thunder lead by 13. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Butler on the wing, covered by Wiggins. Outside, Kuminga. And another three for Golden State.
Well, starting to stretch the floor. That's 2 triples for him this quarter.
Here is Williams. 11 points for him in that last game against Phoenix.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates, and they just couldn't figure out how to defend him.
Interior passing is so difficult if you aren't precise. They were right there. Nice work.
Pass to Green. Golden State moving it around. Here we go, one-on-one. A floater. Williams can't hit. Warriors trail by 12. Left side, Butler. Over Wiggins. And it's Butler missing.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
Williams kicks to Mitchell. Wiggins sets a screen for Mitchell. Shoots it. They grab their own miss. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Golden State's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. For the Thunder, Kenrich Williams. He's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Isaiah Joe comes in for Wiggins. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. Now, here's Moody. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Curry against SGA. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Curry.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Oklahoma City's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Curry against SGA. On the wing, Williams. Off target from three-point range.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Moody. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Moody's got 6 points.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded closely. Count that one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Last outing for Golden State, it was a loss to Houston. Richard, covered by Joe, to the inside. And Kuminga throws it down.
Well, what a big night for Kuminga. When he gets on a roll, he can simply overpower you.
The Thunder leading by 9. Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
And that one falls for Williams. Tim, how in the world did Jalen Williams fall into the Thunder's lap with the 12th pick back in that 2022 draft?
Well, Kevin, he played at a mid-major, so he was a bit of a late bloomer. A lot of people saw him as high floor, low ceiling type, and he was an awful fast riser as the draft got here, but still a steal in that late lottery.
And what a smart pick by that organization, huh? My goodness.
They seem to always get it right.
They do. Horford banked in off the glass. Horford's got his second bucket of the game to go.
A remarkable interior presence. Horford's a veteran who still has those polished post moves.
Here's Williams. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. A minute 20 left in the first half. Here's Hartenstein, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Horford. Tim, I know you love that little push shot that Isaiah Hartenstein possesses in the lane. It really is beautiful, isn't it?
I refer to it as releasing the doves. It's a beautiful thing to watch. I think it's a shot more bigs should try to master because you don't have to get all the way to the rim.
Releasing the doves. And the timing, too, right? I mean, it's got to kind of come in the flow of the kid's movement when he's taking that shot.
Absolutely. He understands how to find those pockets where that shot is available.
Now, here's Green. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And we also need to mention his defense. He had a couple of big-time blocks.
And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Pass to Hartenstein. Williams kicks to Holmgren. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander tries again, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Hartenstein's got 4 points this quarter.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
From deep, Green. Good D by Holmgren. The Thunder leading by 10. Williams passes to SGA. Back to Williams. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots in the game. You know, Jonathan Kuminga has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Moody and Richard. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. The Thunder leading by 8. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Picked by Williams. Over in the corner, Dort. A three-pointer, no good. Golden State's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Oklahoma City shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Dort kicks to Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Williams looking over the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Moody. Williams gets the bucket. And the Thunder lead by 8.
That's one of the things I love about Williams. He plays with great awareness.
Outside Curry. Green, the screen. Fires the 3. Curry! What else is new?
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
SGA passes to Hartenstein. Holmgren left side. No good with the triple. Warriors have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Outside Butler. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Holmgren. You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart, but Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you could talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
Second free throw, no good. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
Here's Curry, following the basket by Lou Dort. Pass to Butler. Fires top of the key. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Butler's got 10.
Nice job using Butler off the ball, getting him a shot in rhythm.
Here's SGA. Off target at the rim. Warriors trail by 4. And here is Moody. He's got 9. Green with a screen on SGA. Curry's shot is off.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort with the ball. He's got 7. SGA kicks to Holmgren. His three-pointers off the mark. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Outside Curry. Pass to Butler. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds in the game. Dort passes to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
Here's Curry. Curry gets it to go inside.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
And their all-around play has been the key to chipping away at this deficit.
Oklahoma City has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane, and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, you're right. That is his superpower. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Now, Dort. Following the miss by Draymond Green from deep, Dort kicks to Holmgren. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Dort misses. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And from technical fouls, Tim, to flagrant fouls, it always seems like Draymond Green is walking that line and in the crosshairs.
Walking that line or stomping on that line. I don't know what, but it's where he seems to want to live. You love that competitive fire. You just have to make sure it doesn't cross the line where he hurts his team.
But don't you think he knows exactly what he's doing at all times?
He understands most officials don't want to give him that second technical, that's for sure.
Now, here's SGA. He's got 9. Shoots a fader. Gilgeous-Alexander, undeterred, hits the jumper.
Yeah, that's solid defense, just better offense. SGA's jumper is wet.
Pass to Butler. And the rejection by Holmgren.
That is just great rim protection by Holmgren.
The Warriors making a switch here. Podziemski's checked in. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for the Thunder. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 11. Pass to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Hartenstein. And it's SGA missing.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
And Kuminga throws it down.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, they've shown great determination, and that speaks to the overall character of this team.
Wallace outside. Pass to Williams. Wallace with a screen on Kuminga. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses from the corner.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
And stolen by Wallace. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Butler. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Green inside. Working on Holmgren. Green, no luck.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And they have been running their offense through Hartenstein tonight, and he has rewarded all of that trust.
Golden State's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Here's Curry, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
And the Warriors making a change here. Horford's checked in. And Tim, for all their talent, the Thunder committed to playing the right way.
Well, they are unselfish. They trust one another. And when a team is this committed at the defensive end of the floor, there's really no need to try to do too much offensively or play hero ball.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Nice to see Hartenstein assert himself offensively.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. A 2-point game. Pass to Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And now the big question, can they sustain the momentum?
The Thunder shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the layup's good off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13.
And when you watch Shai play, you sometimes forget he's 6'6", with sneaky length that helps him around the rim.
And the Warriors with possession here. Pass to Horford. Golden State moving it around. Curry looking it over. Back to Green. Shot clock at 5. Here's Podziemski. Off the left rim and out. The Thunder shooting well. 50% from the floor. Inside. Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Kuminga's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Tonight has just not been his night. It's that simple. Luckily, they have found success elsewhere.
Now here's Curry. Can't hit from in close. To the paint. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Warriors trail by 4. There's 49 seconds left in the third. Outside, Horford. That 3 off the mark. Wallace outside. Down low. It's stolen by Curry. Pass to Podziemski. Outside, Green. Horford sets a screen for Green. Outside, Horford. Clock at 6. Horford picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. He'll give it up. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. For 3, Holmgren. It's rebounded by Kuminga. From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Oklahoma City out in front. They lead by 4. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next.
On this pass, put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Wallace is out there with Mitchell. And it's Wiggins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here is Horford. Following Lou Dort's three, here's Butler. Hard earned by Butler.
And you see him flexing a little bit after that finish. Butler just shrugging off the defense.
Now Wallace. Driving in. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
Free throw good, Wallace. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
And looking to do damage in there, Butler draws the foul.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
And they have found plenty of opportunity to put it on the deck and take it to the hoop. Very aggressive in that area.
And free throws have never really been an issue for Butler. Makes a living at the line.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Podziemski finds Horford. Now here's Hield. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got 3 assists in the game. The Thunder leading by 3. Outside Williams, beyond the arc. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
We've seen a lot of growth in Williams' offensive game, and that includes his ability to get to the line.
That free throw, no good. Growing up in Arizona, Jalen Williams, Tim, was not an elite prospect.
Well, most stars in this league were blue-chip recruits coming out of high school. But, Kevin, not Williams. He spent 3 years in college developing his game, and he has worked his way into an all-star. Well, he's already an elite player in this league, but Jalen Williams now showing you that desire and hunger to keep getting better and adding to his game. He did exactly what needed to be done, though, pushing them to a 2-possession lead.
Pass to Horford. Outside Butler. Rebound by Wallace.
Gotta knock down that shot. When you don't, you're letting the defense off the hook.
Here's Mitchell. Wiggins, that's a screen for Wallace. Tips it, and Wiggins able to finish. And the Thunder lead by 7.
Wow, that is just great work, and he got rewarded with that tip-in.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Stephen Curry's checked in for the Warriors. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Butler on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Pass to Podziemski. Clock at 4. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams. And it's Williams with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Dort against Kuminga. Outside Williams. The tray. Podziemski grabs the board. Warriors trail by 7. Pass to Curry. Here's Horford. Outside, Kuminga. To the middle. Wants to get it to Butler and does. And the basket is good. Butler's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And that's a rare trait for a wing. Over the course of his career, most of Butler's points have come in the paint.
Green, he's checked in for Al Horford. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Wiggins. Holmgren comes in for Jalen Williams. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Cason Wallace. And SGA's subbed in for Mitchell.
Wow, that is so quick by Shea on the catch and release.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Green. Dort against Kuminga. And here is Butler. Holmgren with the steal. Now, here's Dort. Here's Joe. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Warriors trail by 9. Curry with the bounce pass. Here's Butler. And the shot is long. Oklahoma City's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
That one is off. One of the best defenders of his generation. Tim, do you think Draymond Green will be a surefire Hall of Famer?
Well, he's a former Defensive Player of the Year, and not to mention a key contributor on 4 Warriors championship teams. Kevin, he will be in the Hall of Fame, no question.
Now, here's Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Joe on the wing. Good on the three-point shot. And the Thunder lead by 11.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And one of the most competitive players this league has, Butler answering that triple.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now in the quarter. Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Here's Butler. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Oklahoma City leading by 10. The fader. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. The Warriors shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Green kicks to Hield. Back to Green. Butler finds Hield. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. Down by 12. Outside, Kuminga. Butler from outside. Rebounded by Joe. Here's Oklahoma City. They're on a 15-6 run. High arcing shot, and it's good on the way in. And the Thunder lead by 14.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Golden State's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's Kuminga. Now Butler. And it doesn't go.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
It's Joe on the wing, covered by Hield. Green rips down the board.
It's just not his night from the three, but this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
Curry outside. Everything's within Curry's range.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
The Thunder leading by 11. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's not taking any chances. It wants to huddle him up right away. Both teams will make substitutions. Wait a second, guys. We've got a whistle, and it's on the defense. So a shooting foul on the dunk, so a chance to grab those 2 points coming up here at the line. The first free throw is good. And Tim, the quintessential unstoppable force, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, taking his offensive game to a level rarely matched in league history.
Well, Kevin, I'm running out of superlatives. The ability to score at every level. He gets to the foul line. He makes guys better. I just marvel at the totality of it.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Shot clock at 6. Now Butler launches it. It misses.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Now Hartenstein. Toward outside. Down it goes for 3.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Oklahoma City.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even. And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Warriors making a change here. Santos is checked in. Here's Oklahoma City. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Here's Joe. Wiggins. 6 to shoot. Jumper is off. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Here's Santos. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And now our player of the game, Chet Holmgren.